What is up, everybody on YouTube? It is your boy Isaac, back again with another video, with another angle, with another it's just a different kind of angle, different camera view every video at this point. Still working on the angles and just the shots that I want to get, just because it's real hard to catch an audience, so the best viewing that you can get will just increase your likelihood of coming back here. Anyways, a couple weeks ago, there was an OTS tournament involving this bad boy and the Judgment, the Light Sworn Dragon or whatever. And this one, the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I think that's what this one is. And I got first place, so I got to choose which mat I wanted, and I chose this one. And I'm not gonna go like super in depth with the deck profile because it's the same Harpie Tri-Brigade deck profile that I've shown you guys. I think the last one that I showed you is literally the exact same deck profile. I think maybe I changed about one or two, so I'm gonna speed through it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a combo or two, because some people were asking me like specific Harpie channeler with hysteric sign combos. So what I'm gonna do is just go over the deck profile really quick and then attempt to show you guys a combo or two. Hopefully I don't fucking botch it. So with that being said, if you are brand new here, make sure you drop a like, make sure you sub, make sure you drop a comment. Let me know, what is your favorite deck at the moment? What is your favorite deck of all time? And what are you running right now? I don't know, just leave a comment, it doesn't matter. Any questions or concerns you may have. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys. I'm gonna move over to my webcam, because I only have a webcam and my main camera. Next time you see my face, it's gonna be very shitty quality. So really quick, standard, Tri-Brigade Harpie deck that I've used. Sorry for the shakiness. So we're gonna go ahead and start with 3 Fractal. Let me zoom this in for you guys actually, so you're not in any way, shape, or form confused. So 3 Fractal. Fractal's pretty standard. You guys have seen this deck profile before. If you want me to go into depth with it, then just check out the other video that I posted. So 3 Fractal, 3 Nerval, 3 Kit, 2 Cuirass. It's pretty standard as far as Tri-Brigades. And as far as Harpies go, I run 3 Channeler, 3 Perfumer, 2 Harpie Lady 1, and that is it as far as Harpies that I run. And then I run the 1 Barrier Statue. For spells, I run 3 Hysteric Sign, probably the best card in the deck. I run 1 Feather Duster, and where's the other one? I run 1 Egotist, debating on bumping it to 2. 3 Triple Tactics Talent. Really indifferent on this card. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes I just don't ever use it. 2 Lightning Storm, and then 1 Raigeki. So the reason I run 2 and 1, see, this is a little difference that I made in the last deck. So essentially, if I play 1 Feather Duster, 1 Raigeki, and 2 Storm, I think that is better than just running 3 Storm, because if you try to bait out and negate with a Lightning Storm and you have either one of these, it's essentially the same thing as Lightning Storm. So it's essentially 4 copies of Lightning Storm, and that's kind of why I decided to do that. I run double Anti-Spell Fragrance, double Solemn Strike, triple best card in the deck in Harpie's Featherstorm, 1 Tri-Brigade Revolt, and then 1 IO. 1 Ancient Warrior, 1 Bear Broom, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Farrajeet, 1 Conductor, 2 Shurag, 1 Doom Eagle, 1 Simorg, 1 Axis Code, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Pet Phantasmal, 1 Chidori, 1 Zeus, and then the 1 Synchro Harpie's Cyber Slash. Okay, now for a quick little combo tutorial, what I'm gonna try my best to go over, what this deck can do, or at least what I like to do with this deck. I think a lot of my cards are upside down. That sucks. Alright, it doesn't matter. So then we're gonna go ahead and draw 5. This was at the bottom of the deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. So already I can tell this is a great hand, especially without interruptions. There's a couple things you could do, especially if you don't want to hard activate this to get baited out by an Ash. So you can do a couple things. So you can just go ahead and start with the Fractal, sending Kit, sending Nervall, and then adding a Caress to hand. And now essentially this is like your extension play. So we're just gonna leave this here to the side because we drew into a Kit. And essentially this is like one of the best 3-card combos you can have in the Harpie deck. So what you wanna do is you want a normal Harpie channeler, use the effect of channeler to send a Harpie card, to special summon a Harpie card, special summon Harpie Perfumer. So you're gonna go ahead and special summon Harpie Perfumer, has to be in defense mode, and then Perfumer is gonna activate, allowing you to add a card that lists Harpie Lady's sisters in its text. So that is the only card in our deck would be Egotist. So now what you wanna do is you can activate that Egotist, special summoning a Harpie Lady 1. This is our graveyard. You can do a various amount of things. So what I would do, especially, so there's 2 things you could do. You can go ahead and activate Hysteric Sign again. You know, bringing Egotist back, activating Egotist, and then special summoning another Harpie Lady. And then you essentially have another play for, like, you can make a Farigite, and then still have these 2, use it to summon, you know, one of these guys. But we're gonna go ahead and go with what I consider one of the best plays. So we're gonna go ahead and not activate Hysteric Sign. We're gonna go ahead and throw this back in the deck. And with the 3 monsters that we do have, what we're gonna go ahead and do is make Tornado Dragon. So we're gonna go ahead and make Tornado Dragon. And then with that, we're going to go ahead and Kit to special summon Caress. And you always have to remember the link zones that you have. So there's a lot of plays you could do here now. So what I would do, you would go ahead and set set Hysteric Sign, detaching, popping the Hysteric Sign, and you'll see why in just a second. So now Hysteric Sign is destroyed, and then you want to activate Caress. So you can go ahead and banish 2 to summon Farigite. So you go ahead and it doesn't matter which any one of them. So we'll just do Perfumer and Kit. After that, you would want to link off these 2, Simorgh. And then you're going to go ahead and proceed to the end phase. End phase, you'll have Simorgh trigger, and then you also have Hysteric Sign triggering in the graveyard. So at the end of the turn, Hysteric Sign was sent to the graveyard. You're allowed to add 3 Harpie cards with different names to your hand. So you can go ahead and activate or add Channeler, Feather Storm, and then Feather Duster. And then you're going to use Simorgh's effect to do one of 2 things. Depending on what your opponent is doing, you can either special summon this and you basically have a Simorgh lock with some follow-up at the end of, at the start of your next turn. Or what you could do is special summon any Harpie Lady. So I'll just do Harpie Perfumer just for the sake of it. And now you go ahead and pass your turn over to your opponent. So now at the start of their turn, you can go ahead and shotgun Featherstorm. Now your opponent essentially cannot play or activate any monster effects. They also can't target any of these. Now this, of course, you'll lose to fucking Lightning Storm, but that's, that's when you think big brain and then just special summon all these in defense mode. But we are always risking it for the biscuit here. So essentially that could be the play that you have. So, it's just an amazing play, I think. Especially because you don't allow your opponent to activate any monster effects with this card. So now we can kind of rewind and show you guys a different play with the same scenario that we just had. What we can do here is quite a few things. So we'll just normal Channeler here. We won't shotgun the Fractal just yet. Activate Channeler, sending Perfumer, special summoning the other Perfumer. Activating Perfumer's effect, adding Egotist to hand, activate Egotist, summoning a Harpie Lady, and then can activate Hysteric Sign, grabbing Egotist back, activating it one more time to special summon Harpie Lady again. Now you have 4 Harpies on board. And there's a plethora of things you could do here. You can go into Pet Phantasmal Dragon if you know that your opponent is straight up just an OTK board and like to attack, you can go ahead and drop Pet Phantasmal on the board because you can't target them with attacks or effects. But since we're playing Tri-Brigade, why not do some Tri-Brigade shenanigans? So I think here what I would do is, because I have 2 cards in hand already, I just want to go straight into Farigite. So you just special summon Farigite, link 2. So what you can do here is activate Farigite, essentially just special summoning, we'll just go with Kit because Fractal is always good to have. Use Kit to banish 2 and make Double Oath by banishing 2. Depending on whether or not you want Kit in the graveyard, it just depends entirely on you. But because we have 1, 2, 3, we can always go into this play. So link 3 into Samorg, and then you activate Chain Link 1. It doesn't matter the chain links if you're not getting stopped, so you can just Chain Link 1 Farigite, Chain Link 2 Kit. So then Kit will send Nerval. We'll do the Farigite at the end. So Kit will send Nerval. Nerval will just add back a Karass. So then, last turn, with this being the board, 1, 2, 3, and then at the end phase, what you can do is just summon the statue. I mean, there's so much versatility with this deck. There's so much you could do with it. So you just special summon statue, and pass turn with this being your hand, and then Hysteric Sign. This is essentially the end board. So when your opponent starts his or her turn, let's say because they can't special summon any monsters, what they're going to do is they're probably going to normal summon a monster to try to bounce or to try to attack over barrier statue. So then you'll just use Ancient Warriors, sending your Hysteric Sign, bouncing that opponent's monster. And you know, let's say they set 3 back row, pass turn to you. Now end phase, you can activate Samorg, special summoning Channeler because you have no more back row, so at least you have a level 4. And then end phase of Hysteric Sign, you're allowed to add Feather Storm, Feather Duster, and then you know, you can just always do a Perfumer. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a Harpie card. So now, with your opponent setting X amount of cards because their only normal summon was wasted, at the start of your draw phase, like before you draw any cards, you're left with a complete negation of your opponent's monsters, Harpie's Feather Duster to get rid of their entire back row, Perfumer, which is just an extender, Fractal, and Karass. So you just, you know, shotgun the Duster, get rid of your opponent's cards, and then whatever card you drew, it doesn't even matter at that point. So this is just a blank card at that. And then, I mean, because your opponent passed turn, you can just go link 3 into this. If they have anything at all in their graveyard, then that's fine, but probably not going to. So you can just go ahead and discard to special summon Karass, banish, let's say just banish 3, banish 2 into Conductor, and then you can go ahead and link these. You go 2, 3, 4 into, you know, access code. Use access code to bring the 3 back, or not bring the 3 back, but it gains the 3, and you know, push for game. So that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully I did a good job at explaining what this deck does. You know, you kind of run the same thing or the same concept with Lyrilisc, but the whole Lyrilisc thing is to just get Zeus on board. This deck can make Zeus so easily as well. You know, if you're going second and spamming those 4 Harpies, you can literally just make Pet Phantasmal a poke over for 2k, especially if they have a monster, because Pet Phantasmal attacks directly. And then main phase 2, drop that Zeus, discard, you know, detaching, sending everything. And then if you for some reason have Sign set if you didn't activate Sign and you set Sign and then you Zeus that away, you just got 3 more cards for the follow-up on top of your Zeus that has multiple materials. So thank you guys if you came and wasted your time here. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I probably won't be playing this deck for very much longer. I have been making Fluenderies, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun if you ask me. I got second place last week, or this past weekend. The homie Zach also played Fluenderies, and he got first place. I was going to take my camera there to try to film that video, but I never got around to doing that. I was kind of in a hurry. Again, these sleeves are from Imperium Duelist, and a lot of people ask me that, so yeah. And then we just got a letter, and then I'm not gonna do a mail opening, but let's see what this is. I just got a package from the homie at Yu-Gi-Oh! Free Market. Shout out to Free Market. Please go show him some love if you guys are on the Instagram community. I know a lot of people are on the Facebook communities, but I'm more of an IG kind of guy, so follow me on Instagram at Preem Games. And then we were just sent our, one of the pieces to Fluenderies. It's not complete yet. I still need a riser, which is a ridiculous amount of money. But whoo! Apex Avion. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys again so much for coming and wasting your time here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.